Hello friends, I'm down at the Southeast Research Center. This is Del Voigt with Penn State Extension, looking at some soybeans. Just looking for some feeding damage that I got reported from soybean bean leaf beetles, and the pods look like they're not being affected, so I'm gonna check it in a week here to see if they've progressed. But the plot that you see the flag in right and straight ahead of me here, this was saved seed from last fall. So we got this out of the combine off patent seed, so it's legal. And so I paid $3 a bushel to clean it. And we're going to compare that to this next plot. Here, this would be seed that is from fresh. This was the same seed lot as the previous seed, but it's fresh out of the bag. We saved the bag, did a germ test, and planted. And then we're comparing those two to a 2019 lot, same variety, but 2019. So we're going to compare brand new seed, all of which can be saved for the next year. Just looking at a return on investment, regarding our direct savings of seed cost. So again, we probably have roughly $3 an acre versus somewhere in the neighborhood of $60 to $70. So that would take a few bushels to be different. If we compare these varieties in our Penn State soybean variety trials, we did lose a significant amount against competitive numbers. So if you lose 7 bushel and you saved 5 on the seeding cost, that balanced out. But so we're going to get the yield from this to compare it then to the variety trial again to see what that return is. Another plots that we're doing here, this is where we just basically planted bare soybeans with no rhizobium. And this field has a history of beans after corn in rotation. But there is a height differential between the untreated with no rhizobium versus seed that has rhizobium on it. You can kind of see the differential between the plots here. So this has got the rhizobium versus no rhizobium. And it's kind of interesting, and there's always a discussion of whether we should treat soybeans every year with rhizobium or not. And I think that might partially answer that question. Then we added other things into the liquid delivery. We put molybdenum at 1/4 pound per acre on with the rhizobium, and it's been proven to aid in the infection. So we're going to compare those yields as well to see if we returned our money at seeding time. Now again, I'll make mention how this was done. We put 5 gallons of water on liquid water, added the rhizobium, and then we added the molybdenum to this plot. So we have straight rhizobium and then the rhizobium plus the molybdenum. And then we have just water by itself. So we didn't put any rhizobium, so I can see that height difference. And we also have a difference in the infection. And then we added a product called Azo Red, which is azospirillum. So we're interested in seeing a differential in how much conversion of nitrogen based on a root mass increase by what's been reported in the agronomy journal, similar to what is being done in Brazil. So we're going to compare that as well. And then of course we added all 3 together here with the azospirillum and the molybdenum and the rhizobium in this plot. Again, there are 4 rows going out through, and so we'll be interested to see what that ends up producing with yield differential. And finally, we're looking here at the untreated seed by itself, and also the Apron Max treated seed where we just have Apron Max, and there is a little difference in standability, but you know, at the time we've done some work on this. The data doesn't really show any differentials in any of the parameters of the study at this point. So it's going to be an interesting year. And again, just down here studying whether we need to treat the back half of this crop or not. And you know, we're well potted. I don't see any damage on the pods, so we're well on our way to going ahead and doing our final yield and components of yield moisture test weight and see what the differentials are between the treatments. So stay tuned.